Um, we will be doing Marie Stella High School Primary 3 SA1 English Language Paper Part 1. Okay, so Part 1 requires you... Okay, so Part 1 of the paper. So the first section of the paper normally is your grammar questions. So for the first part, this is what we are going to do. So grammar questions, what would help you would be, it will help you if you can highlight keywords, okay, in the question. So for example, we've got the first question. While playing at the game stalls yesterday, my sister and I blank overjoyed when we won a soft toy. So our first clue here would actually be yesterday because it indicates or it helps us to identify the tense. All right. Meanwhile, my sister and I help to identify that there are two persons in the story. Therefore, it cannot be it's not singular. It's actually a plural. We're talking about plurality, many people here. We're talking about two persons here. Sorry. So then we have the word were that satisfies both yesterday and my sister. Okay, so while playing at the game stalls yesterday, my sister and I were overjoyed when we won a soft toy. Okay, now question 2. Question 2, it says here, the moment the policeman arrived at the scene of the robbery, blank asked the witnesses many questions. So this blank here is referring to, what is it referring to? It's referring to here, the policeman. It's referring to the policeman. So what could it be? And who asks the questions? The policeman. So you replace the word policeman with the pronoun they. They ask the witnesses many questions. Okay, now number 3. Question 3 is asking, Henry asked, blank is this umbrella? So Alice replied, it is mine. So we're looking at the word this umbrella and we're looking at the word mine. Now this indicates that the umbrella it's a belonging, right? This indicates that the umbrella is a belonging. It belongs to somebody. Oh my. Okay, so if it's a belonging, therefore the answer is option 4, which is whose. Whose is this umbrella? Okay, whose is this umbrella? Sarah beamed with delight. Blank, her parents had bought a big chocolate cake to celebrate her birthday. So we're looking at the word beamed. Okay, now why did she beam? What was the reason for her beamings? Because her parents got her a big chocolate cake. So this is the reason. Okay, the chocolate cake is the reason for her beaming with delight. So this, because it's the reason, number 1, because is your answer. Okay, now we're looking at question 5. Okay, question 5. John ran towards the gate to welcome his guests. Okay, but there is a blank between ran and towards. So John ran blank. So this blank here is where you fill your adverbs. Okay, where you fill your adverbs. And what are adverbs? Okay, adverbs are words that describe an action. Okay, so I need you to write this down. Adverb are words, that describe an action. Okay, so words that describe an action is an adverb. So what does that mean? That means John ran excitedly towards the gate to welcome his guests. Okay, excitedly. Okay, now moving on to question 6. Now Uncle Tan gave us blank advice on which computer to buy. Now we're looking at the word advice because an advice is considered an uncountable noun. So please write that down, uncountable noun. You can count 1 advice, 2 advice, 3 advice. Okay, so because it's an uncountable noun, your answer should be some. All right. Um, all right, so you must be thinking, what about several? Because many, we know there's a lot. Okay, a few, we know just, well, a little, but for countable nouns. But several, what does that mean? Several means more than two, but not too many. Okay, so we know you can also count. These are for countable nouns. All right, look at number 7. Number 7 says Sally blank a book in her room because when she received a text message from her friend Hannah. All right, so Sally blank a book in her room when she received. Now, I would highlight received because this indicates that this action was done in the past. Okay, and when it shows that this action comes together. Okay, so when she was doing something, she received a text message. So in this case, the correct answer is number 4, which is was reading. So Sally was reading a book in her room when she received a text message from her friend Hannah. Now number 8. Blank books are so heavy, Mr. Tan exclaimed as he placed them on the table beside him. Here I would highlight the word books because it indicates to me many. There are so many of them. It's not just one. And also, I would highlight he placed them on the table. Meaning before he placed them on the table, he was actually carrying all these books. So in this case, because there are many and these books are close to him, I would use the word these. All right, these books are so heavy. Now, let's discuss when to use the word this. This is used when there is only one item. One item. My writing pad is a bit wonky, so if you don't mind, one item and close. That item is close to the subject who's talking. All right. That is also for one item, but it's far from the subject. These are for many and close or nearby, and those are for many and far. Okay. All right. Let's move on to question 9.